Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, along with his family, arrived in India for his maiden state visit. The 7-day Indian state visit is a mix of business meetings, roundtables on education, women's rights and human rights. The first stop on his week-long visit is a trip to the Taj Mahal in Agra, and through the week he will be visiting the Golden Temple, Akshardham Temple in Gujarat, and also will have several meetings with the Prime Minister and will also host a business conclave. So it isn't just trade and business and bilateral relationship, but also people-to-people relation that the Canadian Prime Minister is looking forward to. Okay, and let's join my colleague Snigdha. Snigdha, I know everyone in India is a huge fan of Justin Trudeau, and as he arrives on his first visit, what's on the agenda?
Well, good morning, Pooja. That's right. Everyone in India is a huge fan of Justin Trudeau, and yesterday, last evening, he touched down at the Palam airport with his family, with his wife and 3 children. But really, it wasn't just him who, is a big person in India. His little son heads in. The 4-year-old literally stole the show. If you have those pictures on your screen, this little child, all of them are seen stepping outside the aircraft with folded hands and greeting Namaste. And soon after, his mom tries to hold his hand and walk him down the aircraft rail, but he literally brushes that off and walks down, and then he's given the bouquet of flowers that he was busy parading around the runway. So there is a lot of people-to-people and a fun social media storm that we can expect during his 1-week visit. But coming down to business, he starts his week-long visit today from Agra, where he's visiting the Taj Mahal. He's then also expected to return back to Delhi on the same day. This evening, he's meeting with a couple of non-governmental organizations who work in the field of women's rights and human rights. During the week, he's expected to go to Gujarat, to Ahmedabad, to Amritsar to visit the Golden Temple, to Bombay to meet a couple of CEOs in the business fraternity, and then he returns back to Delhi on Thursday, where he's meeting another set of business CEOs in the national capital, and then on Friday there's a ceremonial welcome where he meets Prime Minister Modi for talks. But remember, there are certain points while he's going to be talking trade and business in India and improving the job creation as well as business ties with India, because despite the 1.4 million Indians living in Canada, India and Canada only do 8 billion worth of trade. So that isn't quite a lot compared to the amount of diaspora that lives in Canada. So that is one thing, the idling bilateral relationship between the two countries, that is one thing that Justin Trudeau during his 1-week visit will try and push. But some of the concerns that will be hanging over this visit, there's an uncomfortable talk about the Sikh separatists in Canada and the rise of that. So that will be an issue that will be spoken of. I just also want to highlight, it was interesting yesterday at the airport that he was received by a junior minister, the MOS of Agriculture, Mr. Shekhawat. That's because one of the major topics that Canadians will hope to address is the import duty on pulses that, from between November and February 6th has been increased to 40%. Now remember, Canada exports pulses like wheat gram and gram flour to India, and a 40% import duty on that is really going to hurt the farmer community and the agriculture community back in Canada, and that is one thing that he will be expected to address from the Canadian side. Pooja?
All right, thank you so much for that update, Snigdha. We'll come back to you for more later.